as far as making a push and being relevant, I think that no matter what they do, I think that this push to go get those three guys is going to end up being one of the biggest busts that we'd ever see. Because sometimes when you put that much firepower, that much star power on a team, the late 2000s Miami Heat worked out, won a couple titles. Things are great for them. Nets are the other side of that coin that you see that sometimes you put that much firepower on a court together, they don't mesh well together for one, and two, the defense is trash. None of them play defense. Um, so I think Ben Simmons would going out and getting Ben Simmons for the second part of kind of your question there. If they go to get Ben Simmons, I think that they'd be in a better spot potentially with him, so long as his head's on straight mentally, physically, he's able to go out and kind of put that playoff shit show last year to bed and kind of start off on a new foot. Um, and yeah, before we went live, we were talking about Harden, how with KD out, he's running the show as kind of the floor general facilitator. He hasn't really done anything. You mentioned 4 points in his last game. I think he's only broke 30 points in his last like 12 games. Um, I don't think he's the guy. I think that they should move on from him no matter what, just because again of that void that Kyrie leaves, um, with only being able to play away games. He's another name too. Potentially move him. I mean, not there hasn't been any really rumors as far as where he'd go, what teams are talking to, but how long do you keep a guy that can only play road games? Because you, especially when it comes to the playoffs, and I think I mentioned this a couple weeks ago. At home, you don't have Kyrie. James Harden plays like shit. Kevin Durant can't get it done with 50 points. You go down 0-2. Now you have to go on the road. Yes, you get Kyrie, but now you have to bank on him 20, 30-point games in those two games to avoid getting swept. I think that, like I said before a couple times, it's going to come back to bite them in the ass in the playoffs when they either drop both home games or split their home games and then have to go on the road and try to do something spectacular. Um, yeah, I think this is going to be one of the biggest busts as far as going on and getting these guys and them not even sniffing the chance of a title.